Hi, I'm Amanda with Main Street Realtors, and this is
Marlena DelaRosa Muster with Fidelity National Title.
Fantastic. And today we want to talk to you about something that is prevalent in our industry, but a lot of people really don't understand what is title insurance. And Marlena is amazing. She's one of my favorite people, and I've asked her to come by and answer some questions for us. So first, Marlena, let's just get it out of the way. What is title insurance?
Okay, so Amanda, I've been in this industry, in the title industry, for 30 years. I've been working with you agents in the field for about 22 years. So there's a real good understanding about title insurance. It's really important. Anytime that there's a transfer of title, meaning a new buyer coming in to purchase that property, we need to let the buyer know that there are no liens or encumbrances on that property when they become the new owner and the seller becomes the seller. And they're protected as well. They get their policy showing that everything was handled through the transaction, everything was paid for them before they left that home. The lender who is lending the money to that new buyer on that property also gets their policy stating that everything was free and clear, as well as the buyer will get their policy.
Wow, that was a lot in 30 seconds. So what I heard you say is it's an insurance policy that if I'm buying a property, I don't have to worry about anybody else owing any money, having any liens, or any other problems against it because it's all mine now.
So picture this. Yes, absolutely, you're right. When you purchase that property and you purchase title insurance, we insure you from that moment that closed escrow back, okay? Now, insurance policy on your home works differently, and you have a one-time fee with title, okay? Today, closing, back.
Okay.
With insurance on your home, you pay for that policy today as the new owner, forward, so it's protecting you. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Pretty easy, yeah?
Why are there two fees? There's an owner's policy and a lender's policy.
Okay, so the lender is also insured that when they loan that money to that new buyer, they're protected as well.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. And Marlena, you're with Fidelity. This is one of the largest insurance companies in California?
We are the largest title company nationwide.
Nationwide.
Yes.
Why is it important to pick a reputable title company?
Well, several reasons. A little bit technical, but you know, when it comes to underwriting on that policy, we underwrite our own policies, okay? So we don't have to worry about, you know, going to the mom and pop shops, okay? So we underwrite our own paper. Largest being the largest title company, if we can't close it, usually nobody can.
Got it, got it. So you do your homework, you make sure that from the time that we close escrow, going back, you found any of the skeletons in the closet that might come back and haunt our clients.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So don't use the mom and pop shops because they might be cutting some corners and
you're not protected, and it could come back to you down the road. So
one of the things that I found being in real estate for so long is people like to pass real estate back and forth like a basketball. And they'll deed it to one person, deed it back, and lots of reasons, but does that cause a lot of problems?
It absolutely causes a lot of problems, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
Amanda, you and I, we own a property together.
Awesome.
Okay? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go live my life. I'm going to go to Bora Bora.
Okay. You're going to leave me here and go to Bora Bora.
Yeah. So now I've deeded my portion of that property that we own together over to you.
Okay.
Correct?
Awesome.
I'm gone 9 months, 6 months later, you're ready to sell that property. And unfortunately, when they checked that property out, I was still owner at the time that you have now a federal tax lien that shows up from me. Okay, I owe $40,000. It attached to that property because I was the owner with you.
Oh, wow.
Well, now I'm gone.
You're in Bora Bora, and I've got your 40,000.
And you have my lien on that property that now, if you're ready to sell that property, you're going to have to take care of that lien.
Wow.
So transferring properties back and forth from family members to family members or friends, however it may be, unless you have title insurance, unless you do it through a way of a refinance or a sale of a home, it's not advisable to do.
Got it.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. You never want to transfer properties without any title insurance on that deed.
So can anybody contact a title company and talk to you or talk to somebody and get advice if they're thinking about doing a transfer before they go to Bora Bora?
That's more of a legal aspect. Yes, they usually do go legally to like counsel to seek the answers for that.
Got it. So before transferring title and before your sister goes to Bora Bora and lives the rest of her life, make sure you seek legal counsel, understand the ramifications of transferring title, and then get insurance to make sure that your portion of the property is protected from federal liens, state liens, child support.
Yes, anything. Maybe I had a car that I never paid and turned into a judgment. That's also going to affect it as well.
Wow, that's a lot. That's really important on why we have title insurance through the whole transaction. And picking a reputable company is somebody who goes above and beyond, because over time we have lives.
That's right.
Some people have divorces, child support, alimony, tax liens, and we just never know that something may or may not have been satisfied.
And the more information that I share with you and get you knowledgeable on why it's so important is just helping your client.
Fantastic. So Marlena, how do we find this stuff out? You know?
Well, okay, so when you go, let's say you're a listing agent, you're going to take that listing today. You've now inked that listing agreement and you're ready to list that property. At the time, Amanda, you need to take what's called a statement of information, okay? This is the pertinent one form that title needs to clear up anything. There's a lot of common names in our world, right? A lot of common names. So let's say you've taken a listing for Mr. Smith. Well, we need to get you to get that SI filled out right then and there by that seller so that we can make sure when we run the preliminary title report that anything that shows up on Mr. Smith is our Mr. Smith.
And we have the right
and we have the right Mr. Smith.
There's a lot of Mr. Smiths out there.
Exactly my point. So we want to make sure that SI has 10 years of residency, of social security number, of where they've been employed, who their spouse is, all the information that we need to clear up anything, any cloud on title.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
So at the beginning of starting a transaction, either a purchase or a sale, what is it?
A statement of information.
A statement of information is one of the most important documents to identify the right people, the right liens, and more important is it's going to affect the bottom line. You don't want to find out about a $40,000 IRS lien at the end of the transaction. It could cost the sale, it could cost a purchase,
100%.
It could eat up all of the proceeds, and we really want to know in the very beginning what skeletons are out there.
Which is why I like you, the listing agent, to go out there, get that listing agreement signed, and hand over that SI statement of information right at the same time, so that way we can, hey Marlena, I've listed this property, I have the SI, can we run it to make sure that my Mr. Smith doesn't have anything that we need to worry about come the 9th hour.
That's important for buyers too, right? A buyer
100%.
who might be getting a loan, if there's unsatisfied child support. I think we had this a couple of months ago where there were child support orders in like 4 different counties. And that can stop a lender from wanting to even give money to a buyer, right?
Correct.
Got it.
It doesn't stop the title company. Keep that in mind. It's more of a lending issue. When the title company runs the buyer SI, we just hold on to it, and if there's anything that comes on, we know that we're going to attack it at the time of that sale.
Got it. And I'm going to just reiterate, that's why it's so important to have a team of professionals. And as a realtor, I have a trusted team of professionals, which is why Marlena is here. We work with lenders, we work with escrow companies, and everybody has to be able to work together because the information Marlena has is so important to everybody else in the transaction.
Absolutely.
And timely communication, knowledge, and experience is why we work with Marlena. So I'm super excited. Okay, Marlena, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you because I'm a huge fan. You've been doing this, you said, for
30 years.
Okay, great. You look amazing for being in an industry as fast-paced and honestly as stressful as this.
It is.
So what's your secret?
Well, let's see. I'm a routine gal. Okay, I wake up the same time every day. My life starts the same time, whether it's a Monday or it's a Saturday. I start my day with my morning walks, my morning with my dog, my morning drink. I mean, everything, my immune system support, everything that I do is every single day.
And we're talking about the healthy drink, not the 5 o'clock drink.
Absolutely, the healthy drink. And yes, I am a mother of 4. I have to be healthy for my kids. I'm a single mom of 4, so I have to make sure that I have a routine, I stay healthy, and they are the reason why I need to push every day. And I've got this awesome, awesome people that I work with like you that just keep me going and keep me thriving.
So you wake up.
I wake up.
You take care of your puppy,
take care of my body, take care of my puppy, take care of my kids. That's where it all begins, right? With the kids. Take care of the kids, and then I start my day with my business. My business starts about 9, and that's when I start contacting my agents.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you'll never see me without these hoop earrings. This is my thing right here.
I love it. Well, I really, really appreciate it, Marlena.
Absolutely.
What are 3 tips that you can give to a buyer or a seller about title insurance?
Okay, when you're in escrow, keep in mind, don't go out and make any big purchases, okay? Don't go out and buy that car that you want just because you're in escrow and you think you're locked in. You wait till the transaction is over.
Okay.
Okay?
That's important.
That's important. That SI, get it to us right away. Get it filled out, get it back to us so we can make sure that everything is clear before you get deeply into the transaction. Okay, that's 2. The third one I would say is always hold on to your policy. Whether you're at the end of the transaction, when we all get a buyer, seller, lender, get your policy, hold on to that because you'll always need that for future, whether you're refinancing or you're ready to sell again. It might come up where you need that policy. Keep it in that spot where it's easy to get to.
Fantastic. That's a great tip.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to add that.
Yes.
Marlena, if somebody had questions or were interested in using your services, how could we get a hold of you?
You could get a hold of me easily. Google me, Marlena DelaRosa Muster, and come up right at the top. Fidelity National Title, and my email is Marlena, the number 4, title@gmail.com, and my phone number is 909-816-7145.
Marlena, thank you again. I love you to pieces. You came out on my special day.
Yes, my special day being your birthday. Happy birthday, Amanda.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
sharing your morning with me.
Oh gosh, no, I appreciate it. Well, you guys, we'll have more valuable information for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.